test the audio first. Why not? Okay. Where do we begin? The current state of everything right now. Well, I don't know if anybody is as observant as I am, but shit, where do I begin? Look at everything that's going on. The only reason why I bring that up, and honestly, the only subject of, well, this video right now, and probably be my only video sitting here talking to you just directly from, let's just say, the common person, the person that works down at Walmart, the person that goes and builds the houses and the new development. I mean, let's just say anybody who doesn't own the business and below is probably the people I'm talking to. If you own something and you make above $100, $150, $200, $250,000 a year, we'll just make the mark $250,000 a year. You make above $250,000 a year, I'm not talking to you. Because $250,000 a year, 50 years ago, could let you do things that, well, for example, our president right now, Donald Trump, if you look in his past, how he built his empire. $250,000 in 1955? Well, shit. I'm pretty sure that's a hell of a head start than anybody. I mean, we're talking $250,000. You could build yourself one of those little nice big mansions, 3, 4 floors, 4 or 5 bathrooms, all the nicest material, all of that. $250,000 a year was a lot of fucking money back in the 50s. Now you got people making, what, close to $1 billion a trade? I mean, well, that's complete hyperbole, I'll be real with you, but nah, I'm talking more like the ones that can, just say liquid cash. If you're making 10, 15, 25 million dollars a month liquid cash in your wallet, you have no fucking clue what the reality of life is. And I know it sounds like I'm going to be picking on Mr. Trump here a lot, but it's not just Mr. Trump. It's all of them. And once you reach that certain level, you lose grasp of all reality. Why do you think the janitor down the street wasn't one of the people on Epstein's list? And if he was, he probably would have been one of the first people given away. Let's be real. Hell, they would have fucking hung him. We all would have hung him high and dry. Fuck that pedophile. That's the way we all should feel. But the thing is we let the... I mean, as I said, I don't want to feel like I don't... Because I know there's a big portion of people in this country that believe Donald Trump is the real deal. Let me sell you a fucking oceanfront property in Arizona. I bet it's more profitable than, I don't know, bankrupting a casino. As I said, I don't want to put it on one person because it's not just one of them. Why do you think the last 4 years with Joe Biden on the right side, on the left-hand side of it was so stagnant? Why? Because stagnation makes money. Stagnation makes it pacifies people. I mean, it pisses them off because things are getting stagnant, but that's a slow building anger. Like, in order to cause massive chaos, or like have the general population get in uproar. You, if you're doing it by stagnation, that shit takes 15, 20 years. And that's just because, well, people can deal with the feeling of not getting anywhere for a little bit. But now we're going completely backwards. Completely backwards. And it's not like this didn't start in Trump's second term, since he just got in office. What is it? We're going on probably 32 days, whatever, about a month, we'll say. He's been doing his thing. No, we can go all the way back to, if you want. And and the older people are going to hate me for saying this, because this is their boy. We got roads here in Florida, Ronald Reagan Parkway. We can go back to when we started electing celebrities that made good sense. They talked good sense. But when they got in the steps, okay, for example, because I'm a construction worker, okay? Coca-Cola, baby. I don't, this not no sponsored video. What I drink, because, well, it's fucking American beverage, and, well, as far as I know, besides them being an international company, they're still an American company. So it's just like, if you're a Chinese person watching this, I hope you support the Chinese companies. That's your home. That's your bro. That's your father. That's your cousin. That's your son. That's your mother. That's your aunt. That's who you're supporting in your country. Same thing here. That's why I buy expensive shit. I mean, Carhartt was stopping being made in America a long time ago, but it's still here in the Americas. I mean, some of it's not. Some of it's indie and all that. But that's beside the point. I'm rambling. As I said, this all goes back to, we can go almost 50 years back, after World War II, and after all of the true leaders of the world started retiring, I'd say between the 70s and 80s. Because the 80s, we let money come and take over everything. Money was opinion. Money's everything. And money actually now is still, money is king. Money, I make, what, $28,000 a year. Give or take. I mean, if I get a good overtime year, maybe 30, 40. I'm never going to be able to afford a home in my life. I'm never going to be able to, I mean, I already wrote off the fact of being able to have children and a family. Just because, well, I'm one of the forgotten workers. And the thing is like, oh, well, you shouldn't work at Walmart, or you shouldn't work at McDonald's, or one of the, like, big corporations. Well, here's the thing, buddy. I don't work at Walmart. I don't work at any of the big, well, I work at I work at a company that's owned by private equity. But the thing is because, well, money runs everything. And, well, it's not one person. It's not 100 people. It's, the best way I can describe it, stop wanting that Lamborghini. Stop going after the Mercedes. Stop wanting the 4 or 5 bedroom house. Because right now, the only way you're going to be able to afford that is if you were the property manager that was building the condos everywhere in the modern day age. That dream, I mean, unless you plan on building a small efficiency where you can build over time, or you have a good enough credit and financing, yeah. But the thing is well, I fucked up the first half of my life, so getting to that point, I'm going to be spending till I'm 60, 70 years old to get to that point. And by the time I'm 60, 70 years old, do you really think I'm going to be able to swing a hammer and put up a wall that's about, what, 12, 14 foot high, and then be able to do all the other shit behind it, including concrete, or, well, concrete work comes first. But you know what I'm getting at. It's just, So, there are some things our guy is doing good, our president, because he is our president. Um, there's also some things he's doing bad. And right now, especially after what we witnessed today, the common person, I don't understand. But the thing is we live in the age of information technology. Hell, all the shit we could be seeing right here, right now, what you see right now, what you see me right now. Keep in mind the whole video, I was looking at the screen, not the camera, because, well, I don't do this. I'm a construction worker. You know the guy that sets up the zones, you go and you speed by at 55, 65 miles an hour in a 45 zone, not really giving a fuck because, you know, the cones and the signs are all set up and they're far enough off the road that I could still go the normal speed I'm going, but, you know, I believe me, I get it. It pisses us all off, but you got somewhere to go, man. Well, but as I said, when we get it, it's not just one person. It's not all of them. And the only reason why I have to say that is because it seems like we forget that. What would happen if you made $500,000 a year? I mean, I'll be honest, most of us fucking peons that only make $20, $30, $40,000 a year are fucking, you know, we don't really have an aspect unless we get lucky, or we feel like selling our soul, and scamming people for the sake of another business and another entity, which only puts all us at our personal reputation at line. So if we were ever to do anything for ourselves, well, it just screws us. So, but no, this is to the common person. I'm talking to you at Walmart. You fucking hell. I'll even go as much to say as from living up north, talking about the Northeast, and now living down as far south as you possibly can go. Even the respectful trades, you know the people that turn on your electricity here, I'll admit it, here in the state of Florida. You know the people that turn on your electricity here in this state? Yeah. The guy that goes and climbs that pole after the storm, after the wind dies down below 45 miles an hour, because that's, well, you can actually climb 60, 70 feet in the air when the wind gets that low without, you know, worry about an increased risk of death. Because, well, everything we do has a risk of death. And you know what that's for? Well, I'm getting off topic on that again. But once again, those guys, most of them, I mean, yeah, if they get unionized, yeah, they'll make their $34, $38 an hour in time, and if not more in time. But the non-unionized guys, the guys that, you know, what would we call them back in the day? Or, well, cruise, I hang out with old people all the time. Who would we call? Oh, yeah, that's right. Anybody who's non-union, and this was particularly in the Northeast, if you're non-union, you're a fucking scab. Why? Why did we call them that? Well, because you're devaluing the value of the rest of the workforce. Down here, down south, this place is known for it. I mean, shit, it was only, what, 170 years ago we had slaves. Shit, the prisons act like fucking... They don't act like prisons down here. They act more like hotels you can't leave and you have to pay your stay for. Because, well, most of them were privatized down here. Hell, a New York State prison is fucking... I mean, I stand with those correction workers because, well, they get pissed and shit on every fucking day. They get paid, what, $22 an hour to start and $32 overtime, which the overtime's the good part of it, but... And then the state keeps cutting their people down, and oh yeah, that's a whole other mess that they aren't talking about either. There's a whole lot of stuff going on right now that they aren't really talking about, and they're more worried about, well, Donald Trump did this and this, and this is the executive order that he signed, and this is what it does, and this and this and this. Even you Twitch streamers and you YouTubers and you influencers and all you fucking people, holy shit, I'm watching people ride fucking dick that never rode dick before in their fucking life. Why? Hold on. If I throw $20 at it, right? Like, give me my 5 minutes, right? Because that's really what it fucking comes down to. It never came down about fucking your rights, your ability as a worker, your civil rights, and the thing is look at the proof of that. The reason why it never fucking came down to that, look at my man Bernie Sanders. He's been fighting for equal rights since the 60s. Shit, he got arrested with some of them black folk back in the day when they were fucking fighting for their right to be able to piss in the same bathroom as white men. Fucking crazy, isn't it? But this is all shit that we all know, but we're all willing to just sit on. And let them do their thing, because, well, number one, the ones that have the house, the car, the family, the 2-3 kids, they're running on a treadmill right now. They can't stop and look. Where me? I ain't got nothing but time, bro. Hell, I already know what my internal clock is. I keep drinking 5 or 6 of these a fucking day, an energy drink, a cup of coffee, stop at McDonald's in the fucking morning. Yeah, my internal clock tells me about 55 years old. And that's if, you know, something here and there, like a fucking toenail infection or something like that, doesn't fuck me up. Why? Because I'm one of those poor schmucks. And keep in mind, I'm one of those poor schmucks that keep, well, supposed to keep everybody safe. Supposed to care about the safety of others. Supposed to care that everybody goes home safe and alive. But the thing is, I keep them alive all day in the work site, right? They go home and they gotta starve because they gotta go give their kid, because they can't eat because, well, their kid has to eat. And that's all because, well, that's the way the world works. They'll tell you, pick yourself up by your bootstraps. Wish that was the case. Doing it for years. Hell, actually, I just bought a pair of boots, and yeah, they're pricey, but that's because, well, you got to spend the $300 on something that's going to last you 5 years instead of $109 on something that's going to last you 6 months. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to afford the insurance in my vehicle. I wouldn't be able to do half the shit I do. Hell, you know what they say. I don't really know what the fuck they say because, well, it's the nature of it. And there's no cutting. I don't plan on cutting anything. I know it's FineCam, the free software, but where do you stand? The only reason why I ask that is because, well, I know people that their life's going fine, but the thing is, well, it took them a long fucking time to get there. And they're still only going to be living on the absolute smallest of scales. It's not just one. It's all of them. And the only reason why I say that It's because nothing's changed. This will probably be my only video. This is a lot of fucking rambling went on, I'll be honest with you. But that's just because this is me getting my head out as in a non-political way as possible, because I do, like every human being, I have my political bias. But the problem is what we witness today, we're starting to go beyond the bounds of politicalism. It's not political, it's no longer... It's none of that. It's literally, it's... all hell yeah.